Hello everybody, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate everybody that watches my channel. It's something that makes me very happy, and I'm so pleased that my feedback is generally very, very positive. So thank you all so much for your kind support. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, please share, like and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that very much as well. That will also help me to keep the content, the free tutorials going as well. So thank you all so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. So today I would thought it would have been fun to make a little gift box for Easter, because Easter is coming up and I think it's quite fun. So I found these Oreo Easter eggs from Cadbury's. They're really cute, but they're a really big size. These are about 1 inch lengthwise by 3/4 wide. So they're quite a substantial little Easter egg. So I thought it'd be fun to make a box that would fit these in here. And I thought it would also be fun to kind of have a similar colour scheme to the Oreo packaging. So the colours I'll be using today are Crumb Cake, which I think is quite similar, Gorgeous Grape, and Pacific Point. So I'm going to use a Ranger Wreath bundle again. This includes the stamp set and the matching dies. And I wanted to show you it's not just about wreaths. You can use this as well for 3D projects as well as cards without the wreath part of it as well. So I think it's a highly versatile bundle, this one. So I'm going to feature that one today, as well as the Tasteful labels dies. I'll be using this one here to create a window and this one here to create a label. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to kind of mix and match our products. So the colours I'll be using today in with our cardstock is some Whisper White, Basic White, whatever you have on hand. I've got a ton of Whisper White, so I'll be using that up. I've got a piece here of window sheet. This measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. I've got a piece here of Pacific Point that measures 5 by 5 inches. And then I've got a piece of Gorgeous Grape, which is a 3/4 inch wide by 9 inches long. Okay, so with our Pacific Point piece there, the 5 by 5, we are going to score that at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so that's 1 inch on all 4 sides. Really, really simple. And that is all the scoring we're going to be doing. So, oops. Oh, geez. Things went everywhere. No. All right, so I'm just going to fold and burnish my score lines. This is a really simple box. You can use it for any occasion as well, so you can change that up. I'm just going to grab my scissors and we're just going to cut up the score lines. So just cut that all up. And then we're just going to miter these little bits in. So just a tiny bit, and on the edges as well, just to debulk it a little bit. So when you put the box together, it actually comes quite nicely. So you don't have to remove much. And I like having that kind of support as well for the box to stay nice and firm. So I don't want to cut too much away of those flaps. So just debulk that a little bit and just a tad, oops, make that go a little bit more like that. All right, so what we're going to do with this, it's really, really simple. We are going to add glue on all 4 of these flaps. Use your liquid glue or whichever adhesive you feel comfortable with. So I'll just add glue there and there. There. And then we'll just put that together like so. And there. So this box then ends up being 3 by 3 and 1 inch tall, like that. So that's pretty much adhered down. And for this one over here, we're going to use the Easter egg images, and we're going to stamp all over that. But before we do that, I would like to stamp the Easter egg images 3 times with crumb cake. So I'll just do 1 down here. Yep, 1. And then the gorgeous grape. Then I'm going to stamp that in Pacific Point as well. This actually, I really like that colour scheme. So if you're stuck for inspiration on, you know, things like colour schemes, you can always look to packaging. That always inspires me as well sometimes. Tissue boxes, curtains, anything you've seen online or at the shops. Yeah, that can inspire you if you are stuck. So I'm also going to stamp on that scrap piece of cardstock the Happy Easter sentiment. And I'll be doing that this way. Okay, so we'll let that dry off for a little bit. Then I'm going to grab my Easter egg images, and we're going to stamp the Easter eggs just randomly all over that piece of cardstock there, the gorgeous grape one. So I've just got a small piece of just some copy paper, scrap paper, and so I'll just ink that up. Just, you know, stamp it randomly all over. It's a fun colour scheme, I really like it. I'll just stamp one more here as well, and I'll just fill up any gaps because I'd like that to be pretty full. And a little bit overlapped, but it doesn't matter. So that's that with the gorgeous grape, and I think that turned out super duper cute. I'll just wipe off that. Okay, so what we will do now with this piece of cardstock is we're going to wrap it around our little box. So make sure it's like in the middle and just kind of pull it around like that. And then we will just give the area a little bit of a pinch, and then we're going to reinforce those score lines like that. So what I'll do now is just grab my bone folder and just burnish that rough score line, and that's another rough score line here. Oops. Give that a burnish. And then, so we'll now see if they've got that all nice folded and burnished. Then I'll just grab my box there and I'll just make sure that I am happy with the way it's scored. And so this will also allow you to kind of open and close that without too much, so it can slip in and out easily, but yet be firm enough to stay on. Okay, so I think that turned out really, really cute. All right, so now with this panel here, I'm going to grab my Tasteful Labels dies, and I'm going to grab this die, and I'll just place that in the middle of that. And we're going to cut that out with our die cutting machine. So I'll just grab some painter's tape and just see on that middle panel there, that square, just make this go in the middle, make it look nice and even as much as you can. Okay, on either side. And I think that will look great. So I'll just grab my die cutting machine and we're going to do a whole heap of die cutting now. So I've just got my number 1, number 2, and 2 number 3 plates. So, okay. So first things first is we're going to cut that out. Okay, and now we've cut ourselves a window, which is super duper cute. I love that. Okay, so put that to the side and just get rid of that from that plate. And you've got a piece here, you can use that as also a tag if you want to for another project. So I'll just grab this one over here and I'm going to bring up my Tasteful Labels dies. And I'm bringing up this die over here. We're going to cut out the Happy Easter sentiment with that die. So I'll just make sure. Now, some of it will cut off because I didn't leave enough room, but I'm going to cover that bit up with some eggs, I think. Make it go like that a little bit more, yeah. Okay, we'll get that in there. Just make sure you leave yourself enough room. I didn't. I might stamp that again actually. So I'll leave that to the side for the moment and I'll just grab my Easter eggs dies from the Wreath Builder die set. Where is that? There it is. Okay. So I'll probably quicken up this process so you don't have to sit there watching me put that through 3 times. But then I'll put some music and just enjoy. Another piece of some Whisper White and we'll just grab that Happy Easter. Oops. Okay, it turned out beautiful. Clean that up. And then we'll just grab that die. That over the top there. and we'll put that through our die cutting machine. Okay, so that's all done now. And put that all away. Excuse me. And we'll just grab now our sentiment. I'll just pull this off really carefully because I don't want it to take off what I just stamped. And that's how that turned out. And I love that stitching detail. It's beautiful. Okay. So that's done now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to grab our Gorgeous Grape panel, which acts like a wrap around the box. So I'll just take that bit off. And what I'm going to do is just add some glue on the edges. And we'll just make sure that the transparency, or your window sheet, sticks down. And I think I added too much glue. So I'll just grab a tissue and I'll just mop that up a little bit. Wipe that up. Oops. So just make sure that really sticks down. Okay, and you have a cool window now. That looks so cool. And what I'll do now is I will actually put some eggs in there. So this can fit, that's 5. You can easily put 6 in there. So let's just put 6 eggs in there. It looks so cute. And then I'm going to add my panel there. And that looks so adorable. So whilst I've got it wrapped around the box, I think that's the best way to handle that. I'm going to just put glue on the edge there. Okay, so I like using liquid glue because it's nice and strong. And if I make a mistake, it's not a drama. I can easily, fix it. Okay. Okay, and that, make sure you have, enough space for it to move in and out easily without it, falling all over the place. So that's a pretty good, just go a little bit further in, just a tad. Okay, and I think now it's firm but able to move it in and out. So that's the box there. Isn't that cute? So now we're going to add our Happy Easter little thing there. So I'm just going to grab all of the eggs and just arrange them nicely on, like, I think a little bit up the top and a little bit down the bottom. So I'll just add a little bit of glue just on the edge there. And I'll just add a little bit of glue like there, and like so. Add a bit of glue just on the edge there. These little eggs are so cute. Oops, I think I bit too much there. And I'll just mop that up a little bit there. And this will go right over there like that. So I'll just add a little bit of glue just on the edge here. I'm getting that everywhere today. Normally I'm pretty good with these kind of things. So I'll just add my Easter eggs up here. So I'll just add that there. And then I'll add maybe just another one there, or I'll add another one of these. And I think this one too. Yeah. All right, so I'll add a little bit of glue just on the edge there. I'll put the Pacific Point one there, and then this one will go behind that, like further up like that. So I'll add a bit of glue just on the edge there. And I think this is turning out super duper cute. I love it. Okay. And so I'll put this down here on the corner, and I think that looks really nice. So I've got a spare egg over there that I can use for something else. So what I will do is I'll actually grab some dimensionals and I'll put that on top with that. So I'll just turn that over and add my dimensionals on there. Oh geez. Okay, there. And a little bit there. And that will do me for the dimensionals. I can go crazy and add more, but I won't. So I'll just, what I'll do is I'll just press onto the back of the dimensionals. And then that makes them easy to pull off. I forgot which one of my viewers actually gave me that really awesome tip. But thank you. Because I've been using it ever since, and it really is a lot easier to pull them off that way too. You can also use a paper piercer too, but I can't be bothered with that. Okay, so get that off my fingers. And then we will add our little decoration here. And that is my finished box for today. Check that out. It can fit 6 of those Oreo Cadbury eggs. Makes a super duper cute gift idea for Easter. Table favours if you're having anybody over. I know not everyone is able to have people over, but here in Australia and Sydney in particular, we're winding back a lot of our restrictions. So we're really, I'm looking forward to seeing my parents and my brother and things like that, family, during Easter. So this will be something that I can put on the table as a little favour to wish them happy Easter. And I hope you enjoyed this project. It's quite a substantial little box. It's 3 by 3 and 1 inch high. Easy to open. You can refill it, re-gift it. You can do what you like with it. But I really love that colour scheme, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of include that as well on this box. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you are interested in purchasing any of the products featured today, which I'll go through very briefly with you, the Tasteful label dies, the Wreath, Arrange a Wreath bundle, These are all available in my online store at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net, and you can purchase those today or any other time you see fit. And they're a great all-rounder, and as I showed you with the Arrange a Wreath bundle, it's not just about wreaths. You can use them for 3D projects like this as well, without the wreath too. So thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.